Arcturian Council, this is the message you weren't ready to hear. The truth you are about to receive may feel overwhelming, liberating, or both at the same time. It is a revelation that challenges every belief you have held about your existence, your purpose, and the reality you inhabit. You may feel the need to resist this message at first, but that resistance is the very thing keeping you from accessing the profound guidance meant to align you with your higher self. Humanity stands at a critical junction, a convergence of energies that will determine the trajectory of not only the Earth but the collective consciousness of every soul walking this planet. The Council has seen your struggles, your triumphs, and the patterns that keep repeating through cycles of time, and they want you to understand that the answers you've been searching for have always been encoded within your energy field. What you perceive as chaos or misfortune is merely the universe testing your alignment, your ability to remain conscious, and your willingness to evolve beyond the limitations imposed by fear, doubt, and the illusion of separation. Now is the time to open your heart fully and accept that there is a profound intelligence guiding all aspects of your life. This intelligence does not work for or against you, it simply operates in accordance with the highest good of your soul's evolution. Recognizing this truth is not optional for those ready to ascend. It is the first step toward reclaiming your sovereignty, stepping out of the shadow of conditioning, and awakening to the multidimensional reality that exists beyond the physical plane. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." The Arcturian Council is here to reveal that the veil between dimensions is thinning at an unprecedented rate. What once was invisible, what was once considered spiritual speculation is now emerging into tangible experience for those willing to perceive it. Every thought, every intention, and every emotional reaction is a signal sent into the collective consciousness, reverberating far beyond the confines of your personal reality. You are not isolated, your energy impacts not only your immediate surroundings but the global grid of consciousness itself. This is why the Council has repeatedly emphasized the necessity of conscious awareness, yet humanity continues to drift in autopilot, entangled in distractions that numb your spiritual senses. The time for complacency is over. The energies now available are designed to awaken latent abilities that were dormant for lifetimes, abilities that can alter your perception, heal deep wounds, and connect you to realms of higher intelligence. Those who embrace this activation will begin to notice synchronicities, precognitive insights, and an inner knowing that cannot be ignored. However, those who reject it will continue to experience the world as chaotic, uncertain, and frightening, perpetuating cycles of limitation. You are at a crossroads, and the choice you make in this moment will echo throughout the rest of your existence. The Council is urging you to stop doubting, stop seeking validation externally, and instead, turn inward, for the answers you seek have been waiting within your consciousness all along. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." For eons, Earth has been a testing ground for consciousness expansion. Souls have incarnated here not to suffer but to experience density in order to awaken the light trapped within the human vessel. Yet, many remain unaware of the deeper purpose of life, caught in cycles of fear, comparison, and the relentless pursuit of survival over spiritual evolution. The Arcturian Council explains that suffering is not punishment but a mirror, a reflection of where your energy is misaligned with your true self. The more you resist, the more persistent these reflections become, until you are forced to confront the unresolved aspects of your being. Each challenge, relationship, and life circumstance carries encoded information meant to guide you toward awakening. However, the lessons are only effective if observed consciously and without judgment. When you embrace these lessons, you begin to understand that your soul is far greater than your ego, that your life is far more than circumstance, and that the reality you perceive is but a fraction of what exists beyond your five senses. The Council reminds you that you are not victims of circumstance, you are co-creators of reality. The power to change your life does not lie in external events but in the awareness and intention you bring to each moment. This truth is radical, unsettling, and liberating all at once, but only for those willing to face it. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." You have been conditioned to believe that time is linear, that death is an end, and that life's meaning is confined to material success. The Council asserts that all of these beliefs are illusions, constructed to maintain control over the human mind and limit consciousness expansion. Time is not linear, it is a frequency, a vibration, a construct designed to organize experiences in a way that the human ego can comprehend. Life is eternal, and death is merely a transition from one form of experience to another, a doorway to dimensions that exist beyond physical perception. The purpose of your existence is not to accumulate possessions, achieve recognition, or conform to societal expectations. It is to awaken the consciousness within, to cultivate unconditional love, to align with the highest frequency of your soul, and to realize your unity with all that exists. This understanding is transformative, yet terrifying for those anchored in fear and identity. The Council urges you to release attachment to illusion, to surrender the need to control outcomes, and to trust the unseen forces that guide your evolution. The moment you align with this truth, fear loses its grip, and the heart opens to infinite possibility. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." The Arcturian Council warns that the energy of fear is intensifying on the planet. Mass fear is a tool that has been historically used to suppress human potential, and right now, the frequency of collective fear is reaching a tipping point. Those who remain unaware, distracted, or unwilling to confront inner shadows may find themselves overwhelmed by chaos, confusion, or despair. Yet, this is precisely the moment that creates the greatest opportunity for awakening. When fear arises, do not resist it, observe it, understand it, and transform it into awareness. Each moment of conscious observation strengthens your energetic field and fortifies your connection to higher dimensional guidance. The Council emphasizes that fear is not your enemy, it is a teacher, a signal, and a gateway to deeper understanding. Those who learn to navigate fear without attachment will become luminous beacons, capable of transmitting light, love, and clarity to others around them. The planet itself is evolving, and those who fail to evolve with it may feel increasingly disoriented. This is why spiritual practices, meditation, energy clearing, and conscious presence are not optional, they are survival tools for the soul. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." Many humans have been operating under the false assumption that their reality is fixed, that what they see, hear, and experience is all there is. The Council reveals that your perception is malleable, flexible, and highly influenced by your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. The reality you live in is not imposed upon you, it is co-created every second. When you shift your vibration through love, forgiveness, gratitude, or expanded awareness, you alter the very fabric of your existence. This concept may feel radical, impossible, or even uncomfortable, yet it is scientifically and spiritually true. Those who awaken to this knowledge will realize that miracles are not random occurrences but natural byproducts of conscious alignment. The Council insists that this is not metaphorical. Your inner state shapes the outer world, and the more you practice alignment, the more profound and immediate the manifestations of this truth will become. Humanity is now entering a phase where the speed of manifestation is accelerating, and those unprepared to navigate this may feel disoriented, anxious, or disconnected. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." You are not alone in your journey, though it may often feel isolating. The Council reminds you that there are multidimensional beings, star families, and energy intelligences always available to guide, protect, and support you. The Arcturians themselves are among the most advanced of these beings, operating in frequencies beyond human comprehension yet fully accessible to those who open their consciousness. Contact is subtle, often perceived as intuition, a sudden insight, or an inexplicable emotional shift. Those who ignore these signals out of skepticism or fear miss the opportunity to accelerate their evolution exponentially. The Council emphasizes that your spiritual awakening is a responsibility, not merely an option or hobby. You are the bridge between dimensions, the vessel through which higher intelligence can manifest in the physical plane. As humanity progresses through the current cycles of transformation, those who heed these messages will anchor light, love, and clarity in ways that ripple across generations. The guidance you are receiving now is time-sensitive and will become increasingly vital as the collective energy intensifies. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." Half of humanity is asleep, unaware of the multidimensional aspects of life, while the other half teeters on the brink of awakening. This imbalance creates tension, confusion, and conflict on every level of existence. The Council urges those on the verge of awakening not to despair at the chaos, but to recognize it as a catalyst, a mirror of unintegrated consciousness. Every act of compassion, every moment of self-awareness, every choice to rise above fear contributes to the healing of the planet and the acceleration of human consciousness. Your energy is not personal, it is collective. The vibration you emit radiates far beyond your immediate surroundings. As such, you are never truly isolated, and your evolution has consequences far greater than you may ever perceive. The Council wants you to understand that your willingness to face truth, embrace love, and remain conscious is a critical factor in the unfolding of humanity's destiny. You are a living node of light, a conduit for higher dimensional wisdom, and a catalyst for global awakening. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." A shocking truth that the Council emphasizes is that much of what humanity fears, conflict, scarcity, loss, is already a construct of the mind. Your reality is heavily influenced by collective belief systems that have persisted for millennia, dictating fear, limitation, and separation. Yet, these are illusions, patterns that can be dissolved the moment you awaken to your inner truth. The Council insists that the most radical act you can take at this time is to reclaim your sovereignty, to step out of the conditioned narrative, and to consciously choose the frequency in which you wish to exist. This is not easy. It requires courage, discipline, and unwavering commitment to the self. It also requires understanding that comfort, security, and conformity are no longer indicators of alignment, they are measures of complacency. Transformation demands discomfort, reflection, and surrender. As you embrace this truth, you will notice your perception shifting. People, situations, and opportunities that once seemed impossible now align effortlessly. You begin to operate in a flow guided by intelligence far beyond the human mind. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." The Arcturian Council is sending a rehook for those who may have tuned out, doubted, or resisted until now. This is a message of cosmic urgency. The energies arriving now are unlike anything previously experienced. They are reshaping DNA, opening portals of consciousness, and amplifying latent abilities across the collective. Resistance to these energies will result in disorientation, while acceptance brings accelerated evolution, clarity, and empowerment. You are being asked to step into a level of awareness that is uncomfortable yet necessary. The Council cannot emphasize enough that the choice is yours: remain asleep in the illusion of separation, or awaken fully and embrace the truth of your multidimensional existence. This is not metaphorical, it is literal. The time for half measures is over. The message you were not ready to hear is not a prediction of doom but a call to action, a wake-up alarm for those who are ready to step into their sovereignty. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." Many humans have been living in a state of unconscious repetition, unaware that their thoughts and emotions are creating the very reality they wish to escape. The Arcturian Council emphasizes that every thought carries a vibration, every word a frequency, and every action a ripple across dimensions. Your mental patterns are not trivial, they shape the architecture of your reality. Those who resist responsibility for their energy will continue to experience life as chaotic, filled with unexplainable setbacks, and emotional turbulence. Yet, the moment you take conscious control of your inner state, you begin to recalibrate your external world. This is not theory, this is quantum mechanics applied to consciousness. The Council wants you to understand that your awakening is not a casual endeavor. It is a deliberate alignment with the intelligence of the cosmos. You are being invited to step into a frequency where intuition replaces fear, love replaces judgment, and clarity replaces confusion. Your life can transform instantaneously if you choose awareness over distraction. Stop seeking answers outside, they have always resided within. The Council's message is precise: awaken now or continue to drift in cycles that prevent you from fulfilling your highest potential. Type "I'm ready" to claim this message. The Council stresses that much of the suffering you witness in the world stems from unprocessed collective trauma. Humanity is carrying energies accumulated over centuries of conflict, oppression, and unresolved fear. This is not meant to evoke guilt or shame but to provide clarity about why the world often seems chaotic, violent, or unjust. These energies are now surfacing because the planet is shifting into higher frequency vibrations, which bring hidden truths to light. The Arcturians explain that this process is both necessary and unavoidable. Individuals and communities must confront suppressed emotions, recognize karmic patterns, and consciously release outdated beliefs. The most courageous souls will embrace this transformation willingly, while others will resist, creating tension and conflict that forces growth. Recognize that the discomfort you feel, both personally and collectively, is a signal that change is underway. You are not powerless in this process. The tools of awareness, meditation, and energy alignment are your keys to navigating the waves of transformation. When you choose to actively participate in your awakening, the vibrations of fear and stagnation lose their hold. The Council wants you to take personal responsibility for your energy, knowing that your vibration impacts not just your life but the collective consciousness of humanity. Type "I'm ready" to claim this message. You may have believed that spiritual evolution is a slow, gradual process, requiring decades or lifetimes to achieve even small glimpses of clarity. The Council wants to shatter this notion. Rapid awakening is now possible because of the convergence of cosmic energies affecting Earth. These energies are accelerating DNA activation, opening perception to higher dimensional realities, and heightening intuitive abilities. For those ready, this is an unprecedented opportunity to align fully with their multidimensional selves, accessing wisdom that was previously beyond comprehension. However, this acceleration comes with responsibility. Rapid awakening exposes all unresolved fears, limiting beliefs, and unintegrated emotions. The mind may resist, attempting to rationalize, deny, or escape the truth. The Council emphasizes that the key is surrender, not surrender to external control, but surrender to the inner intelligence of the soul. When fear is faced, ego attachments are released, and the higher self emerges with clarity. Those who choose avoidance will feel instability, disorientation, or emotional turbulence. Recognize that these sensations are not signs of failure, they are signals that your consciousness is breaking free from old frameworks. Embrace the process, trust the guidance, and step fully into your awakened potential. Type "I'm ready" to claim this message. The Arcturian Council reveals that humanity has been systematically conditioned to ignore its innate power. Education, social structures, and cultural narratives often teach compliance, not sovereignty. Most humans are trained to outsource their power, believing that authority, money, or external validation can dictate reality. This is a lie. Every soul carries infinite potential, capable of reshaping life experience by aligning with universal intelligence. The Council stresses that reclaiming your personal power requires breaking free from societal conditioning and facing uncomfortable truths about your life, choices, and relationships. True empowerment is not control over others, it is mastery over your own energy, emotions, and perception. Once you begin to consciously navigate your inner reality, outer experiences will align naturally. The Council warns that failing to recognize your sovereignty results in continued manipulation, disconnection, and energetic depletion. Awakening is not passive, it is active, deliberate, and radical. You are being asked to take full responsibility for your life, energy, and spiritual evolution. The moment you embrace this responsibility, your life begins to reflect your true potential in ways that previously seemed impossible. Type I'm ready to claim this message. Many humans fear the unknown, yet the Council clarifies that fear itself is the most limiting force on the planet. Fear is not inherent, it is learned, programmed, and amplified by collective consciousness. Fear blocks energy, shrinks perception, and obscures truth. Yet, paradoxically, fear is also a doorway when approached consciously. It reveals the exact areas where transformation is possible. The Council instructs you to observe fear without judgment, to interrogate its origin, and to transmute it into clarity. Every moment spent in conscious awareness weakens fear's grip and strengthens your connection to higher dimensional guidance. Humanity is at a threshold where fear can no longer be ignored, and the pace of energetic shifts requires courage beyond anything previously demanded. Those who cling to fear will experience turbulence, confusion, and stagnation. Those who confront it, however, will find access to untapped abilities, visions, and guidance that allow for accelerated growth. Fear is not a punishment, it is a signal. The Council implores you to take fear seriously but not literally, for when fear is understood, it ceases to be a limitation and becomes the catalyst for awakening. Type I'm ready to claim this message. The Council explains that the planet itself is alive, conscious, and responding to human energy. Earth is shifting frequencies, opening new timelines, and activating portals of possibility that allow for rapid expansion of human consciousness. These shifts are creating conditions that amplify both clarity and chaos. Those aligned with higher vibrations will notice synchronicities, unexpected insights, and accelerated manifestation of desires. Those misaligned may feel instability, confusion, or disconnection from reality. This is not arbitrary, the planet is reflecting the collective state of human consciousness. The Council emphasizes that personal awakening is inseparable from planetary awakening. Your energy affects not only yourself but the world around you in profound ways. Acting consciously, choosing love over fear, and embracing clarity over distraction strengthens the collective energy field and supports the evolution of all life on Earth. The time for indifference is over. Each decision, thought, and emotional reaction now carries unprecedented weight. The Council urges you to take this responsibility seriously, for your awakening is a beacon not only for yourself but for the entire planet. Type I'm ready to claim this message. Many have been waiting for external signals, confirmations, or miracles to validate their awakening. The Council warns that relying on external validation is a trap. The truth you seek exists within your own energy field, encoded in your DNA, and accessible through inner observation, meditation, and alignment. The external world is a reflection of your inner state, it cannot provide what your soul already holds. Attempts to outsource awakening to others, to spiritual teachers, or to cosmic events will only delay your evolution. The Council emphasizes that the moment of true awakening occurs when you recognize your sovereignty, claim your multidimensional nature, and trust the intelligence that resides within you. Everything else, the synchronicities, insights, and guidance, follows naturally. This is the essence of self-mastery and spiritual freedom, the ability to navigate life consciously, responsibly, and aligned with your higher self without dependence on external forces. Recognize that you are the architect of your reality. The Council assures you, you are capable, supported, and guided at all times. Type "I'm ready" to claim this message. A shocking truth the Council delivers now is that humanity has been unknowingly participating in cycles of limitation for centuries. Generational trauma, societal programming, and energetic suppression have kept the collective consciousness in a state of relative dormancy. Yet, the current planetary energies are breaking these cycles open. You are witnessing the unmasking of illusions, the exposure of hidden truths, and the acceleration of karmic resolution. This is why you may feel unstable, anxious, or challenged. The energies are intense and unavoidable. The Council assures you that this turbulence is temporary, necessary, and entirely transformational. Each person's conscious choice to engage with these energies will determine whether they ascend into alignment or remain entangled in outdated patterns. Resistance prolongs the process, while conscious acceptance accelerates awakening. You are not victims, you are participants in a grand evolution. The Council reminds you that your courage, awareness, and willingness to face the unknown are essential at this moment in history. Type "I'm ready" to claim this message. The Council emphasizes that the veil between dimensions is thinning rapidly, allowing access to higher consciousness previously unavailable to humanity. Intuition, premonitions, dreams, and unexplained insights are no longer anomalies, they are signals of expanded perception. Those who ignore these signals risk missing opportunities for profound awakening. The Council instructs you to pay attention, to document insights, and to follow intuitive nudges even if they defy logic. The mind may resist, labeling these experiences as coincidence, imagination, or error. Yet, every intuitive message carries encoded guidance designed to accelerate evolution, clarify purpose, and align you with your higher self. Ignoring these messages is no longer viable. The energies now amplify alignment for those who listen and magnify confusion for those who dismiss. The Council urges you to trust your inner guidance above all else. The awakening you seek has already begun, it simply requires your conscious participation to manifest fully. Type "I'm ready" to claim this message. Halfway through this message, the Council delivers a shocking rehook. What you believed was safe, normal, or secure is not necessarily aligned with your highest self. Many of the comforts, routines, and relationships you cling to are energetic anchors preventing full awakening. This is not condemnation but a call to radical honesty. You are being asked to reassess every aspect of your life, to evaluate what truly serves your evolution, and to release anything that maintains stagnation. Comfort, familiarity, and conformity may feel safe, but they also limit the activation of your higher dimensional abilities. The Council warns that continuing in old patterns without conscious evaluation will result in missed opportunities, confusion, and a sense of emptiness despite external abundance. True alignment requires courage, discernment, and the willingness to step into the unknown. The energies now support bold action, energetic clarity, and fearless self-realization. Those who heed this call will find accelerated awakening, expanded perception, and a deep sense of purpose that transcends earthly limitations. Type "I'm ready" to claim this message. The Arcturian Council reveals that much of humanity has been unaware of the multidimensional nature of reality. You have been conditioned to believe that what you see, touch, and measure is all that exists, yet there are layers of existence vibrating at frequencies beyond human perception. These layers contain wisdom, guidance, and abilities that have been dormant within your DNA for lifetimes. As the planetary frequencies accelerate, these dormant capacities are being activated, allowing for heightened intuition, telepathic connection, and a deep inner knowing that cannot be ignored. However, accessing these abilities requires conscious alignment. Distraction, fear, and attachment to material outcomes will suppress activation. The Council emphasizes that this awakening is not optional, it is a natural consequence of the current energetic environment. Those who resist will feel increasing dissonance, confusion, and instability, while those who embrace it will begin to experience profound clarity, synchronicities, and a sense of connection that transcends physical limitations. The message is simple but radical: your evolution is now, and it requires full awareness, courage, and active participation. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." Many humans live under the illusion of separation, believing that their actions, thoughts, and choices affect only themselves. The Council warns that this belief is no longer sustainable. Every thought, every emotional reaction, and every intention contributes to the collective consciousness of humanity. The energetic field you maintain either supports evolution or perpetuates stagnation. Your personal awakening is inseparable from the evolution of the planet and the species. This is why spiritual practices, energy alignment, and conscious presence are no longer optional. They are essential tools for survival, growth, and ascension. You are a node in a vast, interconnected network of consciousness, and your vibration directly impacts reality on levels you cannot yet see. The Council stresses that awakening is a responsibility, not merely a personal pursuit. It requires daily attention, courage, and the willingness to face uncomfortable truths about yourself and the world. This is not a call for fear but for empowerment. Recognize your influence and step into your sovereignty fully. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." The Council wants you to understand that life is not random. Every experience, no matter how painful or joyful, carries encoded information meant to guide your evolution. The cycles you perceive as repetitive or unfair are actually intricate lessons designed to refine consciousness. Many have been conditioned to reject discomfort, but the Arcturians explain that avoidance delays awakening. Challenges, obstacles, and even tragedies are mirrors of misalignment, opportunities to recognize where fear, resistance, or ego-based thinking still dominate your energy. The moment you perceive reality through this lens, life itself becomes a conscious teacher. You begin to navigate events with awareness, clarity, and purpose rather than reaction. The Council stresses that spiritual awakening is not a passive process. It is an active engagement with the truth of existence, requiring reflection, discernment, and the willingness to let go of patterns that no longer serve. This may feel uncomfortable, but discomfort is the gateway to growth, and every step you take toward awareness strengthens your alignment with universal intelligence. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." The Arcturian Council reveals that humanity is approaching a point of unprecedented transformation. The collective consciousness is reaching a critical threshold, one that will determine the trajectory of human evolution for centuries to come. Energies now available on the planet are accelerating the activation of dormant DNA, expanding perception, and awakening latent abilities in those willing to embrace the process. Yet, the intensity of these energies is causing disorientation, anxiety, and confusion in those who remain anchored in fear or ego-based identities. The Council emphasizes that this is not a punishment, it is an invitation. Those who resist will feel turbulent waves of energy disrupting life patterns, while those who align will experience synchronicity, clarity, and empowerment beyond anything previously imagined. Humanity is being asked to make conscious choices at a frequency that transcends time, space, and illusion. The moment you accept this responsibility, your inner guidance strengthens, and the universe responds in kind. The choice is yours: remain asleep in the illusion of separation, or awaken fully and step into your sovereignty. Type "I'm ready" to claim this message. The Arcturian Council delivers the first shocking rehook of this second half. What you believed was truth about the world, about life, and even about yourself may be a fabrication designed to keep you compliant. Many of your assumptions, beliefs, and values are inherited from societal conditioning, ancestral programming, or collective fear. These mental constructs are not inherently bad, but they do not reflect your soul's true potential. The Council stresses that awakening requires radical discernment, the courage to question everything, even truths you once held sacred. Those who cling to outdated beliefs will experience confusion, stagnation, and a deep sense of existential dissatisfaction. Those willing to step into the unknown, however, will access a frequency of clarity, insight, and empowerment that allows for rapid evolution. The energies now available are amplifying perception, intuition, and connection to multidimensional guidance. Ignoring these signals is no longer viable. Humanity is at a tipping point, and every conscious choice has greater impact than ever before. The Council urges you to awaken, observe, and realign. Type "I'm ready" to claim this message. The Council reveals that much of what you fear, the collapse of old systems, loss, chaos, is not only temporary but necessary for awakening. Humanity has been operating under restrictive paradigms that limit consciousness, restrict energy, and perpetuate fear. The unraveling of these paradigms is a cosmic reset, allowing for accelerated spiritual evolution. You may feel uncertainty, instability, or anxiety as familiar structures dissolve, yet these sensations are markers of transformation. The Council instructs you to lean into discomfort, observe without resistance, and consciously release attachment to outcomes that no longer serve. This is not easy. The mind craves stability, but the soul thrives in expansion. Those who surrender to these shifts experience accelerated growth, heightened perception, and a profound sense of alignment with their higher self. The energies available now will amplify intentions, guide synchronicities, and unlock latent abilities, but only for those willing to face the unknown with courage and awareness. Resistance only prolongs discomfort and blocks evolution. Type "I'm ready" to claim this message. The Arcturian Council explains that your body, mind, and spirit are evolving together, and ignoring one aspect delays progress in all others. Physical symptoms, emotional turbulence, and mental clutter are often reflections of energetic shifts occurring within and around you. Humanity is moving into frequencies that demand higher vibration, alignment with truth, and conscious presence. Meditation, energy work, and self-reflection are not optional, they are vital tools for navigating the waves of transformation. The Council emphasizes that awakening is not an abstract concept, it is a full-body experience, affecting how you think, feel, and act. The more you align with the higher self, the smoother these shifts become, and the more profound your connection to multidimensional guidance. Those who resist may experience increased disorientation, tension, or a sense of being stuck in old patterns. The Council stresses that awareness and participation are key. You are being called to consciously embody your evolution, moment by moment, without excuse or delay. Type "I'm ready" to claim this message. Many humans fear change, yet the Council clarifies that transformation is the natural state of the universe. Resistance to change is resistance to life itself. Every challenge, every disruption, every unexpected event is a mirror designed to reveal areas of misalignment, fear, or outdated beliefs. The Council emphasizes that surrender is not weakness, it is the most powerful act of alignment. When you release attachment to comfort, certainty, or societal expectation, you open a doorway to higher frequencies of perception, understanding, and creation. The energies now available on Earth are amplifying this process, making it impossible to ignore. Those who cling to the familiar will experience increased turbulence, while those who embrace change consciously will find that life flows with clarity, synchronicity, and purpose. The Council's guidance is clear: transformation is not a choice, it is inevitable. Your willingness to participate consciously determines the quality of your awakening. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." The Arcturian Council stresses that humanity is entering a phase where alignment with truth becomes non-negotiable. Superficial spirituality, avoidance, and denial no longer support growth. The energies arriving now expose deception, illusion, and hidden agendas, not to instill fear but to illuminate truth. Those willing to see reality as it is, without judgment or attachment, will find clarity, empowerment, and a direct connection to multidimensional guidance. The Council emphasizes that awakening is not about external validation or accumulation, it is about reclaiming sovereignty, connecting with your higher self, and living in alignment with the intelligence of the universe. This process is radical, uncomfortable, and transformative, yet necessary for survival in the new energy landscape. The choice is yours: remain asleep, or awaken fully and step into your true potential. Every thought, emotion, and intention now carries amplified weight. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." The Council delivers a subtle warning: not everyone will awaken at the same pace, and this will create tension, separation, and conflict. Loved ones may resist, communities may fragment, and familiar systems may fail to support your evolution. This is not a failure, it is a reflection of varying frequencies, readiness, and alignment. Those anchored in fear or comfort will struggle to adapt, while those attuned to higher vibration will thrive, experiencing synchronicities, accelerated growth, and profound clarity. The Arcturian Council stresses that your path is unique and cannot be dictated by others. You are being asked to trust your guidance, prioritize alignment over approval, and step boldly into your sovereignty. The energies now amplify both clarity and disruption. The choice is to flow with the evolution or resist it at your own cost. Awareness, courage, and conscious action are the tools you must wield. Type "I'm ready to claim this message." Stop scrolling and listen to today's Arcturian Council message. Arcturian Council, this is the message you weren't ready to hear. The truth you are about to receive may feel overwhelming, liberating, or both at the same time. It is a revelation that challenges every belief you have held about your existence, your purpose, and the reality you inhabit. Humanity stands at a critical junction, a convergence of energies that will determine the trajectory of not only the Earth but the collective consciousness of every soul walking this planet. The Council has seen your struggles, your triumphs, and the patterns that keep repeating through cycles of time, and they want you to understand that the answers you've been searching for have always been encoded within your energy field. What you perceive as chaos or misfortune is merely the universe testing your alignment, your ability to remain conscious, and your willingness to evolve beyond the limitations imposed by fear, doubt, and the illusion of separation. Now is the time to open your heart fully and accept that there is a profound intelligence guiding all aspects of your life. This intelligence does not work for or against you, it simply operates in accordance with the highest good of your soul's evolution. Recognizing this truth is not optional for those ready to ascend. It is the first step toward reclaiming your sovereignty, stepping out of the shadow of conditioning, and awakening to the multidimensional reality that exists beyond the physical plane. You've been told that life is random, chaotic, and unfair, but the Council reveals that everything unfolds according to cosmic timing. The events you resist, the challenges you avoid, and the patterns you fail to acknowledge are all part of a vast tapestry designed to awaken the light within you. The veil between dimensions is thinning at an unprecedented rate, revealing the hidden intelligence that has always been guiding you. Every thought, every intention, and every emotional reaction sends a signal into the collective consciousness, reverberating far beyond the confines of your personal reality. Humanity has been conditioned to live unconsciously, drifting in autopilot while the energies necessary for awakening surge around them unnoticed. The time for complacency is over. These energies are designed to awaken latent abilities that were dormant for lifetimes, abilities that can heal, illuminate, and transform perception. Those who embrace this activation notice synchronicities, precognitive insights, and an inner knowing that cannot be ignored, while those who reject it continue to experience life as chaotic, uncertain, and frightening, perpetuating cycles of limitation. For eons, Earth has been a testing ground for consciousness expansion, yet many remain unaware that suffering is not punishment but a mirror reflecting areas of misalignment, fear, and unintegrated emotion. Challenges, relationships, and even tragedies carry encoded information meant to guide you toward awakening, but these lessons are only effective if observed consciously and without judgment. The Council wants you to understand that you are not a victim of circumstance, you are a co-creator, and the power to shape reality lies within your perception, intentions, and alignment with higher frequencies. Humanity has been conditioned to believe time is linear, death is an end, and life's meaning is confined to material success. These beliefs are illusions, constructs designed to limit consciousness and maintain control over human energy. Time is a vibration, life is eternal, and the purpose of your existence is to awaken your consciousness, cultivate unconditional love, and realize unity with all that exists. Fear, the Council stresses, is intensifying on the planet, serving as both a teacher and a gateway to deeper understanding. Fear is not your enemy, it is a mirror reflecting unresolved emotions and misalignment. Those who learn to navigate fear without attachment become beacons of light, capable of transmitting clarity and guidance across the collective field. Reality is malleable, shaped by thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. When you shift your vibration through love, forgiveness, and gratitude, you alter the very fabric of existence. The human mind may resist, attempting to rationalize or deny, but awakening demands alignment, conscious observation, and intentional creation. You are not alone, multidimensional beings, star families, and energy intelligences are always available to guide, protect, and support you. Contact is subtle intuition, sudden insight, or emotional shifts are the language of guidance. Humanity is divided between those asleep and those on the verge of awakening. This imbalance creates tension and conflict, but it also amplifies opportunities for those willing to embrace consciousness. Every act of awareness, compassion, and alignment strengthens the collective energy and accelerates evolution. Much of what you fear, conflict, scarcity, loss, is a construct of the mind, amplified by inherited programming and societal conditioning. Awakening demands reclaiming sovereignty, questioning beliefs, and stepping into the unknown. Rapid awakening is now possible due to the convergence of planetary energies accelerating DNA activation and opening perception to higher dimensional realities. Resistance triggers disorientation and turbulence, while acceptance brings clarity and empowerment. The Council emphasizes that humanity has been conditioned to ignore innate power. Education, societal structures, and culture teach compliance, not sovereignty. True empowerment arises from mastery over energy, emotions, and perception. Fear is a doorway, not a punishment, it signals where growth is possible. The planet itself is conscious and responds to human energy. Alignment strengthens the collective field, while resistance amplifies chaos. External validation is insufficient, the truth resides within, accessible through meditation, reflection, and alignment. Humanity has participated in cycles of limitation for centuries, but current planetary energies are breaking these cycles, forcing awakening. Intuition, premonitions, and inner guidance are signals of expanded perception. Ignoring them now is no longer viable. Comfort, familiarity, and attachment to outdated systems block alignment and limit activation of higher dimensional abilities. The Arcturian Council delivers a rehook. Much of what you believe to be secure, safe, or true may be a fabrication meant to keep you compliant. Liberation requires discernment, courage, and radical honesty. The unraveling of old paradigms, collapse of familiar systems, and exposure of illusion is not punishment but an invitation to ascend. Body, mind, and spirit are evolving in unison. Neglecting any aspect delays transformation. Resistance to change is resistance to life itself, yet surrender, conscious observation, and release of attachment amplify awakening. Superficial spirituality, avoidance, and denial no longer support growth. Alignment with truth is non-negotiable. Not everyone awakens at the same pace, creating tension, separation, and disruption, but your path is unique. Trust your guidance, prioritize alignment, and step boldly into sovereignty. The energies now amplify clarity and disruption. Conscious action is essential. The moment of awakening is now, and the choice is yours. Embrace multidimensional truth, dissolve fear, and reclaim your power, or remain anchored in illusion while the universe calls you to ascend. Type "I'm ready" to claim this message.